I'd like to just talk about water in two aspects that I've visually seen as I've gone to South Sudan. I mainly want to discuss the impact that water has specifically on the youth and the children. I remember looking over and seeing these two young women who were both carrying their new infant children. And I walked over, I felt impressed to go talk to them. And they had explained to me that they had been walking for a day and a half to look for food in the marketplace, that they hadn't ate in about 2 days. And part of the issue is they didn't have water to be able to sustain crops. And one of the things that we want the well to be placed in the villages is so that we can provide the water specifically for them to grow crops year-round. What's been interesting to me is that the children have been designated to go fetch the water. And it's so ironic that it's usually 10-year-old to 14-year-old young ladies that are carrying the water. And then sometimes you'll see young men carrying it in wheelbarrows, but they'll walk up to a mile, mile and a half, 2 miles to obtain water for their family. And sometimes they'll take their clothes, they have to walk long distance, they're put in vulnerable situations. A lot of times the water that they're accessing is contaminated, it's polluted, it's disease infested. And so we're really excited about the many possibilities that providing a well in these villages will provide, saving these young children a lot of time that they could spend on education, further developing themselves on other chores that would help them, versus the many hours that they spend walking and putting themselves in vulnerable situations, and also the water that would prevent disease, having clean water, and for the crops that would allow them to grow crops that they're able to sustain themselves year-round for food.